Hello. We're at the beginning of our last week of class. And so I will make a few announcements now, and then the details will be posted on as a message from me, because there's still some little details I haven't worked out. But I will be giving you finals, and those will be during the finals week. And this is what I haven't heard from the college. I'm a little frustrated because I haven't been getting any feedback from the college as to how I should do this. But what I understand and what I'm planning on is that the finals questions will be available in the standard format at 8 o'clock on Wednesday, June 3rd, and you will have then until Monday at midnight on June 8th to take them. So it's sort of the same as the quizzes. It's just it's a little shorter week, and it's during that time when the finals were scheduled. I hope that's right, but I can't say for sure because I haven't heard from the college, but I'm working on the assumption that that's correct. My original plan had been, if you remember from the syllabus at the beginning of the semester, to give you a choice of two finals, either an essay final or a multiple choice final. Well, I'm going to continue with that. I'm going to change the finals a little bit, and I'm going to change the details, but you will still have your choice of an essay or a multiple choice final. The multiple choice final that I would have given before would have 100 questions. I'm going to cut that down. Right now, I'm thinking about 50 questions on the multiple choice final. I was going to give you 10 questions for the essays, and you'd pick out 6. I'm going to change that also, and I'm going to give you 2 questions, and you'll pick out 1. The essays that you would have written before, you would have written 6 essays at 20 minutes each for 2 hours. I'm only going to be looking for a 1-hour essay. So you'll write 1 hour on either of those 2 questions. But there's a couple of catches that you have to understand with this. First of all, I'm going to adhere to my policy that if you want to get an A or a B in the class, you have to take the essay final. So that'll be as before. I'm going to stick with that. And the other thing is that you will have to select which of the finals you wish to do before you start. We'll have them posted, and I'm assuming that I can get all of this technology done. I'm looking at my technical consultant here. And that we can set it up so that you can pick either the essay or the multiple choice, and you'll have 1 hour for whichever one you choose. So there will be a time, as there has always been. You only have an hour for the final. And once you make a selection, you have to stay with that. You will not be able to look at the questions and decide which one you want to do. You're going to have to make up your mind, either I'm going to do the essay or the multiple choice. And once you've made a choice, you'll have to stick with it. But you will be able to make that decision sometime when the finals start. Now, I know you will want to know what your grade is going into the finals. I won't be able to calculate that until at the end of this week when the last quiz scores come in. Then I will look at the quiz scores and I will total them up, and I will work out a curve on those quiz scores. If you remember what you're going to do, you'll have, I think if I'm counting right, I think you'll have 12 quizzes. I'll drop the lowest one and then put the others, the totals, on a curve. And I will try to post that for you and let you know what your grade is as of say 8 o'clock Wednesday morning. You'll be able to go on to the Canvas and find out your grade. Now, I don't know how to do that yet, and I'm not sure I can get that to work, but that would be my goal. That would be my plan. And I just have to work out the technology on that, and I don't know how to do that, so I'm not sure if I can do it, but that's the plan. so that you could go on to the website, you could go onto Canvas, and you could find out what your grade was, and that might help you to decide which of the finals you want to take. If you have a very high grade, you might decide, well, look, if I've got an A, I'm going to, if you have an A on the quizzes, you might want to do the essay because you've got a chance to get an A in the class. But you may not. It's up to you. Now I have to confirm all of this with the district, and I have to make sure that I'm doing right. So check to see the written thing, but that's at least the plan that I have now. But I haven't heard back from the district, and I want to make sure that I'm not breaking any rules by doing it that way, and I don't know what the rules are. So I've never done this before, and I've not had any communication from the college about what the rules are and what I can do and what I can't do, so I have to confirm that. I've also mentioned, some of you asked me about extra credit. I've always in the past given extra credit, and it's been done by the department. The department had a procedure for giving extra credit. I'm not going to do that this year. I have not heard from the department, so I'm going to go ahead and devise my own system of extra credit. And what I would do is give you something like another quiz that would have something like 20 questions. The quiz, it would be another multiple choice quiz with some of the same types of questions, not the same ones. There would not be questions that had been on the weekly quizzes, and they will not be on the final, but they would be covering the same topics, the same subjects, and so forth. And there would be 20 questions. It would be just an extra quiz that you would take, and if you got a score of something like 16, 17, I haven't decided exactly what yet, but if you get a score of a high score on that quiz, on the extra credit quiz, then I will raise your grade for the class, for the semester, by 1 letter grade. So you have a chance, if you can do well on that extra credit quiz, you have a chance to raise your grade by a full letter grade if you do well on the quiz, on the extra credit quiz. And the extra credit quiz will also be available during that finals week from the 3rd through the 8th. And you can do that at your time, as always. You can do either the final or the extra credit quiz. You don't have to do the extra credit quiz. If you just don't care about it, you don't have to. But if you do take it and you get a high enough score, you'll get the extra credit. So you want to keep track with the message board or whatever it is that you get messages from me to see the details and the final word on the exams, the final exams, and the possibility of extra credit. Okay? Well,